Hi, Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to bring you a little box. So it's a little box. I'm using Bird Ballad and the daisy stamp. I did one in retired stuff, which is quite cute. So I was going to do it in our new Colour Family DSP, and then I thought, oh, actually, I might do it with the Bird Ballad because that's quite pretty as well. So here's what you need. So I'm using this sheet from Bird Ballad, and this measures 4.5 plus like a 1/16 square, and for the base I've got Whisper White because I thought that would look good, and that's 3.5 by 3.5. I thought Petal Pink would look a little bit too much, and if I'd picked out the Old Olive or the Pool Party, I thought that might look a bit strange, so going for the white. So we need a scoreboard, and with all sort of square boxes it's kind of the same way. You score the same on each side, so we're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Here, use the bigger side. And then for the lid, we're going to score at 3/4 on all 4 sides. And we've got to score again. It's a reinforced lid. I haven't written it down. It might be 3/4 and 1.5, because that's 3/4. I think it's 3/4 and 1.5. Oh, well, we'll see, won't we? 3/4 and 1.5. I think that's right. I made this box absolutely ages ago for a class, and this was the prototype I took to show them what they were making, and then we all did it with Bird Ballad, and then it's just been sat on my desk going, you really need to film this, and yeah, I think I was right there. Okay, so I need to make sure that I write that in the instructions, otherwise I'll tape it up round. Alright, 3/4 and 1.5. That's it. Okay, so you're going to fold and burnish along all the score lines. I have made boxes like this. I did one very similar with the bigger daisy, and I just thought it'd be nice to repeat it with the medium daisy because I love the medium daisy, and it's a nice quick simple project, and because it's little you need paper with a small pattern so that it don't get lost. So this is the thicker Whisper White that I'm using. So it's a nice little inchy box. It's 1.5 inches, isn't it? Yep. So it's 1.5 inches square and 1 inch deep. Okay, so then we're just going to do some cutting. So you cut up the straight line and then you notch on both sides, and then you turn it 90 degrees and you do it again, because you want to make sure that you have a flap on each side and not 2 on one side, because you'd have too much bulk. So I keep going round. That one hasn't quite cut down there. And there we go. Are you excited for the new catalogue that's coming out? I'm very excited. I've seen it, so I got reason to be excited. I am labelling my catalogues now for posting out. So if you haven't got a demonstrator and you would like a catalogue, then I would be happy to be your demonstrator and send you one. Okay, little bits of difference on these. So you go straight up, straight up, and then we do notch there, lob that off, and then notch all the others. So you're just cutting that corner away. Okay, and you do that around all four sides. Again, I'm going to turn at 90 degrees. So you go up the two, notch there, lob that off, notch, notch, notch. If you've watched me before, you'll have seen me do these lots of times. So repeat. This just gives, it's called a reinforced lid, and that's exactly what it does. It gives it an extra layer, which gives it a little bit of extra strength and stability. And a nice finish, because it gets like a rolled edge, as opposed to just the edge of the cardstock. And sort of when you're, I'm actually throwing these away, which is unlike me. Yeah, it gives it a nice little edge, and it less likely for it to sort of crease when you, or bend when you're taking it on and off. So nice little boxes for a single goodie, a couple of little goodies, or a piece of jewellery, something like that. Okay, and so now we're ready to glue them together. So we're going to put glue on each of these corners. And they just straight edge to the score line. Stick that one in as I go that way. So nice to be working with Tombow again, can't tell you. There we go. If you've got, like me, a few little stray bits, we'll just get rid. There we go. So that is the base of the box done. Still got a stray bit there. And then the lid of the box, what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on these tabs. And we're going to stick those tabs in the same way as we did the base. See, Tombow dries so quick, which is why I like it. There we go. And then we're going to put some glue on each of these flaps and tuck them in. And that gives you a nice, it does stick fast, but maybe not quite that fast, Jess. And it just gives it a pretty finish. And you've got like the birds showing as well, which is quite groovy. And that is a nice quick box, and then we just need to decorate. I just take the bone folder, and then that gives it a nice crease, a nice crisp end. And then this is the moment of truth that I kind of go inside, I go, oh, please fit, and it does. Okay, so that's our pretty little box there, and then I'm just going to do daisy on top. You can see the scrap that I used before. So I've got the medium daisy from Daisy Lane, and I've got some petal pink, and I'm just going to stamp it twice. Like so. Looks a little bit more orange than petal pink. I'm sure it's just the lighting. And then get my daisy punch. If you punch it, so stamp it so that it's straight up and down, you'll fit your punch perfectly. And then I just bring in some foam pad. You can use your piercing mat if you want, and then I just stroke outside to inside, and the petals all curl up lovely. When I showed this at class, there was a ooh, which is always quite fun. I like it when that happens. So I do one way, one the other. And that, I always think of it as a spider that's being washed down the plug hole. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of Tombow in the middle there, and then you feed one over the other. To stick it down, and then I'm going to take a dimensional and stick a dimensional on the back. And stick my flower on the top, and that is sized perfectly for this flower. And you can finish it off if you want with a faceted gem. Where are my faceted gems? There they go. So you could put a faceted gem in there, and you could colour it if you want. I do actually have a pool party blend, which I might colour it with a pool party blend. That's just me thinking on my feet, but I think that might give it a nice little touch. I use my blends more for colouring in gems and ribbon and stuff. Got to be careful that you don't feather your tip a bit. And then stick that in the middle. Just gives it a slightly different effect than if I'd left it plain clear. And that's it. That's my little box. How cute's that? So depending on the paper you use, depends on the effect, and I think it's quite lovely as well when you use it tone on tone, which you like. But I think it does look good with a gem, doesn't it? It makes it look a little bit extra special. Okay, all the details, as ever, are on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. There should be a link appearing there that should take you to that blog post. If you'd like to like and subscribe, you can click up there and you can see some more videos that way. And if you want to visit my shop, you'll find a link down below, or just pop over to the blog and there it is. Okay, see you again soon.